Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Miami Boat Ramps, the greatest show on earth. I am your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats, and it's another Wavy Guru Productions back down here at the ramp, and we are back at Boynton, and it's gotten a little wet down here, which usually creates quite the show, because everybody kind of starts racing to come back in to attempt to get off the water before things get bad. But this was one of your typical South Florida rainstorms. In other words, it opened up, poured, and was gone in 10 minutes. But still, you get the big mad rush of people trying to come back here, and now you kind of determine whether you're going to turn around and go back out, or you're done for the day. And this crew we're watching right here is absolutely struggling to be done for the day, but that was the choice they've made. Our guy is struggling to get this trailer down the ramp. This is one of the more difficult lanes down here at Boynton for whatever reason. Everybody struggles with it. It's the side where we've got trees on one side. You just don't get the best angle. You can't really get that straight, long pull-in. And then add that to the fact we've got another vehicle in front of him that's kind of throwing him off a little bit. So he's got a couple factors going against him. He looks like he's finally getting the right line. He may have to straighten this one out a little bit, but we'll probably get this back now. So he'll straighten it out just a little bit to set up. And he's going to start backing, and no, we're going the wrong way. Let's see if he can get this one corrected before it gets too far. Oh, man, no, he really turned that sharp this time. Likely going to have to realign this one. I mean, he's like way off. And it always is a struggle to me on this one because typically the person who's doing this is probably the best at it. So he's got several people here who could help, but there we go. He's got it right this time. And let's see if he can get this thing back down there. We're about halfway down. He's got a good line. Hopefully he doesn't get it too far off. He's going to get the wheels turned. Got a little bit of a Boynton wobble going on here as he brings it down, but I think he's going to be all right on this one. Going to continue to bring it down. One of the things you do have to watch here, though, if you look to the right of the screen, you're going to see a little ripple that looks like a little dot almost, and there's rocks there, so he can't get too far to that side. And we're just at that tide point where those rocks are barely covered. You can see as the waves are hitting it, it's kind of crashing on it, and he's going to miss that, but hopefully our captain misses that as well, because those rocks are over there and they're just barely covered, so he might not see them and might not know they're there. I'm still confused a little bit why they even pulled this one off, though. I probably would have just tried to walk this one onto the trailer. So our cap's going to come in on his approach. He's coming in a little wide. Don't let that stern get too far out on you, bro. Oh, he hits the brakes. And our guy from behind the truck's trying to give him some instructions. And it looks like Cap's tagging out. Well, that's an interesting approach. Cap's kind of like, yeah, bro, you want to shout instructions, you come do it. Now, here's where things get really interesting. My man just struggled for several minutes to back this trailer down. Will he prove to be better behind the helm? I mean, if you're going to try and help somebody out and go take over for them, you should be able to do this pretty solid. But I don't know. I'm not going to say too much there because maybe Cap literally just tagged out like I mentioned that. Maybe Cap was just like, you know what, bro? I've got the camera on me. I don't want nothing to do with this. You come do it. So we're going to push this vessel back out again. And once again, I'm still surprised. I mean, we're on the dock. Grab a couple lines and walk this thing up. Our cap's going to back out and try and reapproach. Though I probably would have tried to center it right where it was there on the dock and pulled up. So Our Cap's going back into forward, and he is taking the advice he was trying to give the other Cap. Kind of just, you know, slow pace, bro. And he's backing up again. He kind of missed it. He's going to try turning this around. And the guys next to him look like they're going to load. And they're going to power load as well instead of walking it on. But, I mean, he was able to get the push off of the dock, get it lined up and going. I mean, these guys will be out of here well before this crew is. And he's going to full power load this thing, and hopefully it doesn't mess these guys up. Because all of a sudden we're going to have a little wash coming their way now. And, of course, he's going to see how easy of a time this guy had and probably try and repeat that. Oh, look at that leap. My man went for distance. Our Cap's way over on these rocks, man. This is not good. He's going to have to get this thing back over. He's turning it back in. He might get this centered line. I mean, we're in a good spot right now. He's got the stern a little off. And yeah, he's kind of missing on the front too now. Oh, no, he's hitting the dock. He's got the wheel turned the wrong way. I think he's got himself wedged a little bit. Because he's trying to back out, but what he's doing is hitting the dock now as he's backing out. And then our guy over here power loading again is not going to help him much. It's got to be a little bit of a confidence destroyer as well. So our Cap's trying to reapproach this. He's going to have to reset it up one more time. He's getting close to those rocks again. He's going to have to back out and try and get this thing rolling right. And here comes Captain for the approach again. Let's see if he can nail it this time. No, we're coming in the opposite direction. All right, if he can get the bow turned, now we're kind of straightened out. Let's see if he can power this thing on. We might have the right centered approach this time. But this is the first one for me for a while. I really haven't seen a captain kind of tag out like our captain who we had initially on this boat was kind of like, yeah, bro, I'm not doing this. Somebody else come take it. So he's doing everything he can to get it centered before he tries to power up. So he's got it. It looks like we're in line. No, he's sliding off. He reversed it out a little bit. But yeah, now we're going to have it centered and he's going to come up on it. And there we go, Captain. We got it going. And it's not as bad as I thought. I thought this was going to be a little bit more of a struggle, but you know what? I mean, Cap tagged out. He struggled a little bit with it, hit the dock, struggled to get the trailer down. But, you know, everybody's got to start somewhere, and I'm imagining that's what this is, that we've just got a crew here who's probably just gotten this boat, and they're just getting out in the water. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things over at Haulover, Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And, of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where Man and Machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.